Now, one of the features that I really like about the unit is called a split screen feature, which I believe is very prominent to the Android setup. And what I mean by that is if we simply hit the home screen, I have YouTube that I set up here. I can simply, let's just pick Donnie Yen's, one of his fight scenes here. And what I can do is I can hit Navi. And what it does is it puts picture-in-picture of the YouTube down here and the mapping program up here. Welcome back, guys, to the final part of this Android unit install in the Mini Cooper. What we are going to cover today is just a very brief review of the unit and some of the general features that you're going to find using this unit. In a nutshell, I will tell you guys right off the bat, this is a product I really enjoy using. It has made me enjoy driving my Mini Cooper more than any other vehicle that I currently own. And that's specifically because of some of the features that are part of the unit. So I'll cover a couple of my top things that I really like about the unit. First off, because it is an Android unit and I am an Android user, I'm very comfortable downloading different apps, kind of setting my screens to the way that I like. So that is very customizable to the things that I have done on my phone and now on my Android unit in the car. The second thing that I really like about it is I obviously am a big YouTube fan. So I am able to do what is called picture-in-picture with the YouTube app, where let's say I want to listen to a specific video, whether it's the news or some type of report from YouTube. I actually can set it up where I've got my main navigation, and then in the lower corner there's just a little picture-in-picture that still plays and allows me to listen to the YouTube channel while I'm driving. I know in the past YouTube didn't have that feature, so whenever you try to exit out of YouTube, or I'm sorry, close out of like a specific video, the whole program shuts off so you can't listen to it. But now you've got that feature where you've got the picture-in-picture, so it's a true game changer. The other thing that you're really going to like, and this goes back a few versions of Android, they actually call it the split screen mode. And for you BMW people who have used their MMI system before, you know that you have the capability to do 2 different screens on your main screen. And that, again, total game changer. The way I have it set up is on the left side of my screen, I am able to show my navigation, and on the right side of the screen, I'm able to put up like one of my music apps where I can kind of toggle through the different stations or songs that's playing without having to disrupt my navigation or, again, any other type of program. So I'll say 100% game changer to do something like that. So those are going to be some great features that I really love about the unit. So without further ado, my friends, let's go ahead and just run over some features that I really like, and again, some general uses of the Android unit. So I'm quickly showing you guys what the unit looks like while we're driving, and as you can tell, it's very nice. I use Waze mapping on here, and it does an excellent job of essentially displaying where I'm going. And forgive me, this part may be a little bumpy due to the camera and my vehicle being lowered. But here's the map that you guys can see. you can use Google Maps, you can use other mapping programs as long as it is Android based, so it works pretty well. Now what I do like about the Waze app specifically is that I am able to stream music from iHeartRadio, and there's going to be different options that you can put. I believe you can use Spotify and other type of streaming radio musics. So let's go ahead and just hit iHeart here. And one of my stations is the old school Backstreet Boys radio. So if I hit it, you're gonna see it plays really nicely, and I can simply just do this and it brings it right up back to the radio. And if I want to go ahead and just shut it off and back to my mapping program. Now you can hit the home button up here to go back over here. You've got, as I'd mentioned, all of your different apps that you have here, and if you just simply hit Navi, it brings you right back to your navigation. Now one of the features that I really like about the unit is called a split screen feature, which I believe is very prominent to the Android setup. And what I mean by that is, if we simply hit the home screen, I have YouTube that I set up here. I can simply, let's just pick Donnie Yen's, one of his fight scenes here. And what I can do is I can hit Navi, and what it does is it puts picture-in-picture of the YouTube down here and the mapping program up here. So if you like to stream YouTube while you're driving as a picture-in-picture, not that you're going to watch it, but it is a fantastic feature to have, because I can listen to my music videos off of YouTube while being safe and having the mapping program here. So I'm just simply going to turn this off so that it returns back to the mapping program. Now another thing regarding the split screen option is literally having both screens split in half. And let me show you really quick. There is a feature up here that looks like it's two boxes together. If you simply hit this here, it cuts this in half and it allows you to choose a prior program. Let's go ahead and just pick Player Pro, which I use as my default MP3 player. And now you can see I have two different screens. The mapping definitely is a little smaller, and I have my player screen here where I can essentially play my music from and go back and forth. So awesome feature to have. If you want to get rid of it, all you simply do is hold that double box and it kicks it right back. So really cool feature. Again, let's go ahead and hit that double box. We'll kind of scroll through the different things that we have here. I can go to, let's say I want to go to Google, and I can listen to Google News if I want to, and I still have this here. So that's going to be a really nice feature that, again, it's called the split screen, that is native to Android. So I wanted to go over some basic features of the Android head unit. This is going to be your home setup. And unfortunately, you cannot change how this looks here. This comes default by the manufacturer. So you've got your navigation, you've got your music, all of your apps, Bluetooth, and your radio. But you can change the extra pages that you have here by adding your favorite apps. What you simply do is just hit your apps. If you have used Android before, you know that you just simply hold it and then you just drag it to wherever you want. Super cool. You can hold it like this, you can delete it. This is just how I have mine set up, but you guys can do yours any other way. Now, some of the basic features of the car, or I'm sorry, the navigation, I have mine set up. If I hit navigation, it goes right to Waze. To go back home, you just simply hit the home button. I have music here that I'll pause it, go back to home. I've got my apps page that has all of my apps here. And you've got your Bluetooth if you want to make phone calls. It's got different pages here where you can upload your contacts. You've got your radio. You can go ahead and hit mute on your steering wheel control. There's a little back arrow here that brings you back to your original. Let's go ahead and just go back to the apps page. And we're gonna go ahead and just show you some of the features within the settings. So again, if you are an Android user, you're going to feel very comfortable with the menus here. So these are all of your different menu features that you can go into. I'm not going to specifically dive into each one because that could take another hour to go into all the features, but you can essentially go in here and just check out the different features that each one has. You've got your Bluetooth settings, you've got your apps and notifications. Let's go ahead and go down to sound. You can change just the volume and your location and also your accounts that you can go ahead and set up. So to go back to the home screen, just hit that home screen. We'll scroll to different features. I've got my YouTube set up here. We'll play it. Really nice feature. We'll we'll kind of bring it down like that. By scrolling down, it brings that top menu. You'll scroll back out. We can hit home to close it out, and it's got that picture-in-picture feature, which is again very nice to have. I've closed that out. Let's go ahead and show you some other things. I've got my iHeart, I've got my mail in here. I've got set it up where if I choose my traffic, Google will tell me if I'm looking at any type of specific traffics nearby. So that's a really nice feature to have. Hit on home. And let's just show you guys a couple of other things. I have Play Store where I can download all kinds of apps and load it into this Android unit. Now, I will tell you guys, with the apps that you download from the Google Play Store, because this Android OS is, I call it the automotive or the mobile style applications, not every feature is going to work with the Android setup here, and you just have to kind of play around to figure out what features are going to work and what may not work. Here is a really nice feature that I also like. It's called A2DP, that essentially streams everything from your phone. So if you are listening to some music or applications that you can't have here, you can hit this here and stream from your phone onto here. Let's go with some other things that you guys might like. We'll take a look at the calendar app. You know, it's very generic. Let's go ahead and it's gonna try to log into my account, so we'll get out of that real quick. Going to here, again, the Google Maps. You've got Chrome, so you've got your browser. on here. You can check out different things. You can, let's go here. You can go to, let's just do cnn.com. And again, guys, my unit is hotspot right into my dash cam. So here is CNN, really cool feature to have. I highly recommend that you guys use this when you're stopped. Otherwise, you're going to cause a traffic accident. So I don't endorse something like that. Hit your home app and you're back to your home. So hit your Navi down here. It launches Waze because we had shut it down earlier, and you see that it boots up pretty nicely. Let's go ahead and go to the home page. You have your volume control. You have your forward. And on your steering wheel control, you have volume up, volume down, and you have, in this specific app, you have going to the next one, you have mute, and if you want to make a phone call, you hit your phone icon, and it brings you right here. So really nice, and just it works well with the native setup. However, if you try to use aftermarket ones like Player Pro, and I like to use Player Pro because it allows me to play directly from folders as opposed to the whole list. So if I hit this play here, the volume control works from the steering wheel, but because it is not a native app to the OS, I cannot get it to move to the next song or back. So again, it's close enough that I can just simply hit that and set it up exactly how I like. So we'll hit Navi, music still plays. I'll show you the dual feature or the split screen again. Really nice. We'll go back to the Navi. Oh, sorry guys, I've got to get out of this here because it's a split screen and my music still plays, which is really nice. I have a backup camera set up here, so there's my backup camera, which is really nice. Locked up here. We can choose which app we want on the main page, and let's just go to my Player Pro, hit pause. So as you guys can tell, it is a very nice unit to have. It's really changed how I drive my vehicle, or at least how I enjoy using my vehicle. It has all of the things I really like navigation. I love the split screen feature. I love the fact that I also can do picture-in-picture for YouTube so that I can play specific videos that I want to listen to while I'm driving. You can also throw in an SD card in here and play off of that for MP3s if you like. So going back to Navi, you can pinch in and out. So again, really nice to have. You've got your notifications here. You've got all of the little ones up here. Your time shows you your Wi-Fi connection. I've set it up where I've got my voltage off of my battery so I can see how my battery is running. So again, it is a true game changer in comparison to the old one that I have. Now for stock features, you'll see that up here it's got my gas gauge, and it's completely black because I am running out of fuel. I have my seat belt, traction control, this is airbag. I think this one's going to be your cruise control, your tire pressure monitor, your engine's check light, which we all hate, and I believe this one's going to be a fog light, but my vehicle, let's just see what I have with that here. Nope, that's, I'm sorry, going to be my lower fog light, and I don't know what this one is because I don't think my stock unit had that. But we'll just turn it off, and as you guys can tell, when I turn my headlight on, it dims so that you don't get blinded. So again, really nice features to have. Now that I have given you guys a general overview of the functionality of the unit, I hope that it helps you decide whether you want to put this in your Mini Cooper or not. Again, for me, I really like it. It checks out all the boxes that's important to me. Navigation, dual split screen. I'm able to hotspot directly from my dash cam. I can play videos. I can listen to music from YouTube. Again, it's just a great unit for me to have. There are some shortcomings of the unit, but in general, those shortcomings is not going to essentially be enough for me to disqualify the unit from using it. So it definitely receives my 2 thumbs up to install in the Mini. I hope that if you guys end up deciding to put this Android unit or another similar unit into your Mini Cooper, you're going to get as much enjoyment as I have gotten from this unit. As usual, my subscribers and friends, thank you so much for supporting my channel. All of your comments, your feedbacks, and subscribers, it really helps me continue to build my channel out and do some cool content like this review for you guys to check out. This is going to be Peter, your automotive fanatic, signing off until the next time, my friends.